what's up? I'm Unknown Shadow. This is Albert. This is Colorado. And today we have a few updates, I guess. There's a llama or an alpaca. I don't know what it is. Before we get started, welcome to the channel. Thanks for checking it out. Hopefully you'll like something on it. If you do, like, subscribe. I'll probably say that again at the end. So like I mentioned, this is going to be somewhat of an update video. In my last video I was showing an install of the high compression piston from DHM. The install actually went pretty well. It took a little bit, but you're tearing apart a good part of your engine, so it's probably better to take your time. Along with that, I also put a 36 tooth rear sprocket onto the bike. So now I'm running 14 tooth in the front, 36 in the back, the new high compression piston, and right now just kind of out seeing how the bike feels, trying not to push it too much even though the revs are a little bit high. I have been kind of in the garage letting the bike warm up, running it through some low RPMs, letting the piston kind of warm up, get used to its new home. But yeah, so this is the first time attempting to ride the bike a little bit more normal, a little bit at distance, not really pushing it that hard, at least trying not to as best as I can, and just kind of feeling out how everything kind of has put together. I also made a previous video of destroying my iPhone, or at least my iPhone camera, a couple of times. After making that video, I'd gone onto a few different sites. I had asked for, how many other people are affected by this? What kind of mounts are they using? What's going on? And I was pointed to a different mount that I didn't know about from Hondo Garage. I guess they had posted some information out at ADV Rider a little bit ago, because the single cylinder bikes like this, they put out a lot of vibrations, and people have been having problems with their phones surviving through that. So this company, Hondo Garage, actually went and tried to make something a lot better for this. And that's what this guy is right here. What it has is a little bit of a shock absorber underneath it to help dampen some of those vibrations between the bike and the actual phone itself. Hey, just wanted to pause real quick and talk about the bar tab mount from Hondo Garage. I tried to install it on the Monkey. It really doesn't work very well. It did a good job of scratching up the posts. Instead, go ahead and use the Perfect Squeeze shown here. It works a lot better. Noticeably, I do not have my phone in it right now. That's only because at this point I'm still hesitant to actually give it a test. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to pull off in the same spot that I had been doing my testing previously. I'm going to pull off, mount the phone, go up and down a bit, take some readings, and then I'm probably going to take my phone back off, put it in my pocket, double check that the camera still works, but then compare the results of this mount versus what I had seen on this bike previously using the man-in-the-box mount and just flush mounting it on this. So before I started, I wanted to actually show that my phone actually works. That's what it was supposed to look like the last time. Alright, so back out on the same road that I'd done all the previous tests. Now it's in the buzzkill now it's in the juice squeeze on the buzzkill from Hondo Garage. Some fun names. I'm not going to leave it on this for too long. I'm going to let it do these readings. I'm going to go about as far as I had gone before, take the phone off, and then, head back. I really don't want to chance it too much until I at least have some amount of confidence that I'm not going to destroy my phone again. By the way, as I'm doing this, really, the bike with this new piston and the back 36 tooth, the bike is definitely behaving a lot better. It feels really nice. I don't have any proof, but you know, other than my butt dyno, but otherwise it does feel like it's doing a fantastic job. Hey, camera's at least still working. You angry? Me too. Now that my phone is safely back in my bag until I can feel some sort of reassurance, now back to just writing. Provided I have the GPS setting on my GoPro, I should be able to put up some amount of speed and various other readouts right about now. To compare kind of the GPS to the posted speed on the bike. I know that I have a different set of teeth on there, so that's definitely not going to be right. For now, I'm just trying to like move through the RPM range, just kind of making sure everything is moving, not hearing any weird sounds. Unlike previously, I will point out that I'm in 4th gear and can definitely get there pretty quick. So far the bike has been feeling a lot more responsive in general. A couple of things that I did find after putting on the piston, the idle on the bike was just like, just trying to let it warm up, it would just keep stalling out. So I had to get in and turn the air screw a little bit just to kind of get it back up to idle. The manual says, I think it's 1400 RPM. Plus or minus 100. I think right now I'm just a little bit above the 1400 RPM. I had to turn it back out, I think a good 3/4 of a turn, so it was interesting. I needed to look at the timing with the A Racer and this new piston. It's going to be a little bit hotter. So one of the things that was mentioned was kind of dialing back the timing a little bit. So I actually went into the A Racer and kind of knocked it down everything by -2. The other thing that was mentioned is that at partially open throttle, you know, you may hear some knocking as just because the timing will be off. And I actually did hear a little bit of knocking as the bike was kind of idling. And so bringing all that down to -2 across the board, you know, it at least initially helped alleviate some of that knocking, helped kind of bring the bike kind of a little bit, hopefully a little bit into where it should be. I'm just going to keep putting a little bit of time on this bike and this new piston, partially because the bike feels really fun right now, and it's a nice day. I'm gonna call this a video. Hopefully I'll insert a few things about added information about the mount. I know this was kind of a short-ish video, and I don't have a lot of information on the, you know, how the high compression piston is doing. That's gonna take a little bit of time as I just kind of let the bike deal with itself. I can say kind of anecdotally, I can already feel that it's improved. But that's more, it's hard to say how much of that is wishful thinking versus actual, but it definitely feels better. But yeah, for now, we'll call this a video. Hopefully you liked something that was in it. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, do those things if you like to do those things. If you have any other ideas of other mods or something that I need to be paying attention to that I'm just not, just let me know. But hopefully you're having a good day, and thanks for watching. Bye. Certainly doesn't feel like it's vibrating as much.